Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for May 13th, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, President Trump is set to meet with Chinese President Xi in a highly anticipated summit, aiming to improve relations between the two nations. We'll be keeping a close eye on this developing story and bring you updates as more information becomes available. In the United Kingdom, Prime Minister Starmer is facing intense pressure from within his own party to step down, following substantial losses in recent local and regional elections. The Labour Party is at a crossroads, with significant implications for its future and the country's political landscape. And finally, in the Philippines, a dramatic scene unfolded at the Senate building, where gunfire broke out as authorities attempted to arrest Senator Ronald De La Rosa, wanted by the International Criminal Court, on charges of crime against humanity. The situation remains fluid, and we urge all parties involved to prioritize calm, restraint, and respect for the law. Good night. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following developments in international relations, where Turkey has taken a step towards improving ties with Armenia by lifting restrictions on direct trade. This move is seen as a symbolic gesture towards improved relations between the two nations, which have been strained for decades. We've also been keeping an eye on the situation in Argentina, where tens of thousands of people took to the streets to protest deep cuts to public university budgets. This marks the fourth major demonstration since Libertarian President Javier Milei took office in December. Lastly, we're focusing on the escalating economic crisis in Iran, where the war and ongoing U.S. blockade have had a devastating impact on the economy. The middle class has shrunk significantly, and many Iranians are struggling to make ends meet, with severe effects on mental health. We urge all parties involved to prioritize the well-being of the Iranian people and work towards a peaceful resolution. These stories highlight the complexities of global politics and economies, and we will continue to provide updates and analysis as they unfold. To the best of our knowledge, these are the latest developments in the stories we've been following. Good evening from our newsroom. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we looked at the quiet engine driving the U.S. economy, family businesses. According to a Forbes ranking, these enterprises account for 64% of U.S. companies and generate 57% of private sector GDP. Notable examples include Walmart, Levi Strauss, and Estée Lauder, which have demonstrated remarkable resilience and innovation across generations. In another story, we focused on the Indian stock market, where shares of Adani Group companies continued to decline amidst a report by Hindenburg Research alleging improper use of offshore tax havens and flagging concerns about high debt levels. The group has denied these allegations, but investors remain cautious. Lastly, we explored the latest developments in the AI chip industry, where Cerebras, a California-based company, is poised to challenge NVIDIA's dominance with its unique wafer-scale engine design. Cerebras has filed for an initial public offering, aiming to raise up to $2.8 billion, and has secured significant contracts with OpenAI and Amazon Web Services. These stories highlight the importance of family businesses in driving economic growth, the need for transparency and accountability in corporate governance, and the innovative technologies shaping the future of industries like AI. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the intersection of technology, space, and humanity, where satellites are being launched into orbit to create new crystal forms of drugs in microgravity. This innovative partnership between Varda and United Therapeutics could potentially lead to breakthroughs in various medical fields. Secondly, we delved into the world of space manufacturing, where companies like Varda are working towards creating actual factories in orbit. While this concept is still in its infancy, the possibilities are vast, from growing human organs for transplantation to developing more effective drugs. Lastly, we ventured into the realm of astrobiology, where scientists have proposed a novel approach to detecting life beyond our planet. By analyzing the statistical diversity of chemical compounds in samples,
researchers may be able to infer the presence of life on other celestial bodies. This new method could be applied to current and future space missions, such as NASA's Curiosity or Perseverance rovers, and potentially lead to a major breakthrough in the search for extraterrestrial life. These stories represent just a few examples of the incredible advancements being made at the intersection of technology, space, and humanity. As we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, we may uncover new and exciting discoveries that challenge our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we've been following the New York Mets' struggles in the current MLB season. Despite efforts to spark their offense with new signings, the team continues to face challenges due to injuries. The general manager, David Stearns, has acknowledged the risks taken by bringing in players with injury histories and is now looking for solutions to turn the season around. In other news, we reported on the highly anticipated matchup between the New York Mets' rivals and the upcoming national championship game rematch between Michigan and UConn early in the 2024 season. However, tonight's podcast is dedicated to a more somber note. We're remembering the life and legacy of Jason Collins, the NBA's first openly gay player, who passed away at the age of 43 after a courageous battle with brain cancer. Collins' decision to publicly reveal his sexual orientation in 2013 marked a pivotal moment in sports history, paving the way for others to follow in his footsteps without fear of judgment or retribution. As we reflect on Jason's life, we're reminded of the profound impact one individual can have. His story is not just about breaking barriers, but about the human spirit's capacity for resilience, love, and acceptance. We offer our deepest condolences to Jason Collins' family, friends, and loved ones, and we celebrate his life, courage, and enduring legacy. Until tomorrow, let us remember Jason Collins as a symbol of hope and a reminder that our actions can change lives in unexpected ways. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, in Australia, a health alert has been issued for patients who visited a dental clinic in Strathfield, Sydney, due to poor infection control practices. We urge anyone who may have been affected to get tested for blood-borne viruses and seek medical attention if necessary. Secondly, in Canada, unionized cleaners with SEIU Local are holding public rallies against Dexterra Group, alleging racism, discrimination, harassment, and health and safety violations. We're taking a closer look at the impact of these allegations on local communities and the role of unions in advocating for workers' rights. Lastly, we're also investigating a separate incident in Canada, where a company has faced multiple legal complaints across major cities, including Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, and Halifax. The allegations range from unjustified layoffs to hiding accounts to avoid paying proper wages and benefits. These stories highlight the importance of vigilance in healthcare, fair treatment for all employees, and the power of individual voices in standing up against injustice. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm Charles Currell for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.